Lord have mercy, y'all. I am so sorry. This was a YouTube issue. They got my time wrong. It was supposed to be 4:30 my time. So please forgive me. It's not even struggle streaming. It's just a YouTube thing. Hi, Donna. Hello, Barbara. It's so good to see you guys here waiting for me, though. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Fonda. Let's see. Fonda's here. Barbara's here. Discerning 8. Girl, thank you for calling me because, child, listen. You already know. Um, let's see. Who else is in the house? Let's see. Donna McClinton. Jess. Hey, Jess. How are you, sweetheart? Child, I'm still trying to get over last night. Okay, so moving on. Let's see. Oh, my God. Y'all been waiting. Oh my God, this is awful. I am so sorry you guys waited so long. Man. Hi, Ken Big Fishing. Hello. Fonda says, I can see Auntie scrambling and mad if she pops on now. I'd hate for her to be struggle streaming. Anyway, wait and see. I am here, y'all. I'm here. Oh my goodness. Jesus. Well, at least I'm ready. I call myself doing something different. I'm trying to go a little earlier so everybody can come on a little earlier and, knock it out the park, get it out the way, go to bed early if you want, watch TV, anything. So let me turn on my little music. This is going to change too. I'm going to have me some backup music pretty soon. Well, no, actually, I take that back. My little background music's gonna stay the same, but I gotta have me a new intro. That old Mickey, you're so fine. You two keep messing with me about that. So, anyway, NT who? Everybody. Got a lot to talk about today. Oh, it's 7:30 in Toronto, Ontario. Ontario, Canada. Okay. Well, alrighty then. I'm almost tempted to stop going. Well, let me shut up. I don't want to do that. I was going to say, I noticed that I get a lot more views when I go vertical on my phone, but I can't present anything of substance when I'm on my phone or my iPad for that matter. So, hence the reason I'm on StreamYard today. And I'm paying for it. I might as well use it, huh? Anywho, I will be back up on camera in just a moment because YouTube guidelines, community guidelines do not allow you to partake of tobacco or anything else that's of a smokable nature on camera. And I know a few people on YouTube that need to check that before somebody reports them. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they understand. Ain't nobody reporting nobody until they get a hair up their you-know-what and decide they want to get somebody in trouble. Well, you ain't going to get me in trouble. No, I'm not smoking on camera. Okay, Ken Big Fish, I'm in Northern Ontario, Sudbury. Okay. I'm not familiar with Canada in terms of, well, I know where Vancouver, British Columbia is because it's right over the border of Washington State. But after that, Victoria and Vancouver, that's over here on the north side. So I don't know, or no, west side, I'm sorry. So, with all that said, where is Northern Ontario? Ken Big Fishing. I'm just curious. I don't plan to visit or anything like that. But I just wanted to know because I'm nosy. $7:30 in Niagara Falls. Dang, it's late over there. It's only 4:31 here. That one, I'm glad you can't see me. Y'all know I be doing all the wrong things. Child, you and me must be twins. You know, when I calm down, chances are, you know, 4 hours north of Toronto. Okay. Okay. Well, I've got a good idea then. Where you at? But I'm glad to see you here, Ken. You're at the top of the Great Lakes. Ooh, wee. Okay. You know, lakes are triggering to me. But beautiful, beautiful. Yes, I will be up in just a moment. I will be up in just a moment. I'm just getting down to the butt of things. Hello, Camille. How are you, sweetie? Auntie, I sent you an email. Did you see it? I believe I did. When did you send it? Like within the last couple of hours? I left my iPad in the other room. Let me go get my iPad. See, I did forget something after all. Okay, let me see what Camille done sent me today. Camille be sending these emails. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let me get to the top. Okay. Okay, Camille, is this the one that has OMG in the title? It's about Diddy. Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. I'm tripping. Yes, I did catch it. I didn't. I got your email. I got your email. I haven't had a chance to look at the video. But I got a whole bunch of stuff to cover today, so I can't talk about it today. But there's a lot of Diddy stuff coming out. She probably didn't want those Epstein files open either. Okay. Okay, Barbara, I got yours too. But for some reason, I always have a problem opening yours. I don't understand why. And it's not your fault. Okay. I got Marzella C's email. Let's see. Got it. Okay. Yep, those are the only emails that I got so far today. And then I got the plot. That's a long email. I can't open it. Is that what you said, Barbara? I tried. Oh, it goes to Facebook. Oh, yeah. I saw this somewhere else too, Barbara. Yes. She was in a little Trump pageant. Yes. Isn't that special? I got that, Barbara. I sure did. But I tell you, you guys have been awesome with all the emails. I can't hardly keep up. But I appreciate it because these are things that you guys want to talk about. These are things that you guys want to talk about? Yes, Romania. Man, she was in a Trump pageant. She was in a Trump pageant. She don't talk about that too much, do she? Oh, I'm sorry. I turned the music down way too low. It's all in my ears. Okay, let me see. Is this bad boy out yet? Nope. Well, alrighty then. We have 18 people in the chat thus far. I hope everybody hit that like button if you could. But if you guys ever get a chance, check out the videos that we do at the casino. Check out the views. I'm just saying, just go check it out and compare those videos or those live streams that are done on the phone at the casino. Check those. Hey, Millionaires Cove, how are you, sweetheart? I'm good. I hope you're doing good. Y'all check out those views on those videos and those live streams and tell me what you think. Because you can tell the ones from, the phone compared to StreamYard. I mean, for example, let's just go over this for just a second. This is an educational moment, I guess, because I'm educating myself as well. So we might as well educate together. Okay, so going to YouTube. I'm going to go into YouTube, into my channel. And then I'm going to go into my videos. And I'm going to go into my lives. Yesterday, hello Chandra, how are you, sweetie? Yesterday's live stream titled Hanging Out with My Girl, Just the Best at the Casino. Now, something went wrong with that video yesterday. I had already put it up as an upcoming video. And for some reason, when I went live, it started up a new live. Weird, okay? But I was able to fix it. Do you know that 1 hour and 37 minute live stream brought 1.1K views? Now, I know that you guys are probably saying, yeah, you had a lot of trolls in there, which is true. There was a lot of kids coming in there and stuff like that. But there was a lot of other people as well. Regular, mature, ain't talking crazy people that came in. Okay, it was 62 likes. Absolutely, Jess. We got 1.1K views last night on that one video. And then I did a video before that. Viewer's Choice, Let's Talk. That only rendered 575 views, but it was only an hour and 20 minutes. But then when I went back to the casino 2 nights ago, that video brought in 2.3K. These are vertical views, vertical live streams compared to StreamYard. Now that Candace, the one that says, should Candace stop talking, that live stream, that only had 376 views. Yes, Vonda, it does. I mean, it makes a difference. Remember when my phone died at the casino in the middle of not a jackpot, but extra spins. Oh, thank you, Millionaires Code. She said, Auntie, people love you and the casinos are popular among people these days. They are, but losing money is not popular to me. So I'm not going to be doing that on a regular basis. Yes, Don, that's the point I'm trying to make. Now, when I came home the other night, that bonus, yes, thank you, Fonda. When I got to that bonus round on that one video, that one live stream, and my phone died in the middle of the bonus. Yes, I think so too, Barbara. Well, you guys were kind of hung in limbo. You guys didn't know what happened. And I did okay. I got up and I went home. And I couldn't, I had a phone, my phone was dead. I couldn't even go back live until I got home. So when I got home, I went live again. I went live on my iPad. A lot of you guys came on. I was sitting there at this mirror where I used to go live way back in the day, over like a year ago, when I first started doing YouTube and going live. That particular video, girl, please, ain't my thing at all. It makes me feel so bad, but I feel better now. But that particular video, it's entitled Made It Home, rendered 3.k views. Ain't that crazy? 3.k views. Even the one when I was driving to the casino. You didn't get the notification? Oh, I don't know what YouTube's problem is. Millionaires Cove, I don't know what their problem is, but they be tripping. That first video when I was driving to the casino and it kind of started spooling, so I had to start it over. That video was 621 views for 26 minutes. 621 views. You guys follow where I'm going with this. Okay? The video I did on Saturday about Kash Patel, the FBI, the dude that's head of the FBI, that was a 2-hour video or 2-hour live stream. Try to guess how many views I got from that. And here I was sitting at StreamYard doing it. 144 views. I'm starting to believe that, Barbara. All of my StreamYard live streams are very low in viewership. Now, the exception to that would have been that one video or that one live stream entitled Black Clergy Speak on Charlie Kirk, Who was Melissa Hortman, House Attempts to Censure Ilhan Omar. That one was 1.5K. But that's the one where all of a sudden somebody comes in and says they can't get into the video. Yeah, I don't understand that, Millionaire's Code. I don't know what the deal is with YouTube. I really don't. I don't know, Fonda. It must be the YouTube streets, because the StreamYard sheet, I can't even pronounce it. StreamYard streets ain't showing me no love. None. Yes, discerning aid. And that's because the difference is, if I go by phone, that's going directly through YouTube. If I go by StreamYard, it's directly through StreamYard. So I think there's some credibility in what Fonda said. Barbara said. Yes, anything on Charlie will go up. But it's just really strange to me that if you go live on YouTube through the app, your views are much higher than if you do the professional way and go through StreamYard. You would think it would be the same, but it's not. So today is going to be a low viewership, I'm sure. And that's okay with me. That's okay with me. Matter of fact, I can go live. I can cam up. Let me cam up. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing? Yes, they are. So, I do have some information that I will be sharing with you thanks to, I gotta look again y'all be sending me these emails, man. I can't keep up with who sends me what. Hello, discerning aid. Let me tell you. I have a video that I'm gonna share with you guys, and I'm just gonna say allegedly all the way. But somebody sent it to me, and I need to figure out who sent it to me. I can tell you who sent it to me in just a second. Okay, there's Barbara's. Mr. Phillips. That's who sent it to me. I gotta give y'all a shout out for Mr. Phillips. Or I gotta give Mr. Phillips a shout out for sending this to me. Now, I had seen thumbnails about this, but I never got a chance to click on them. The Kin folks is all here, Fonda. Yes, yes, yes. So, without further ado, I'm not going to wait on other people to come in. Everybody is supposed to be here is here. Okay? So, let me share this with you. It's very interesting. And you guys may have even seen it. Let me see. All right. This is very interesting. Let me reduce this because it's all over the place. Well, I guess I should. Theater mode. How about that? Hey, Q Rock. How are you, sweetheart? You know what? I got to make you a mod. I wonder if I can. I can't do it on StreamYard. So I'm going to do it right while I got you here. I'm going to do it right while I have you here. Okay. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Okay. 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 Q Rock. Okay, where is that? Q Rock City. Q Rock City. Okay, it's not popping up for me. Where is it? Okay, Q Rock. Do you know your @ sign? Okay, it should say @ capital QROC city, and that's not popping up. Oh, you know what? I think I put a. Oh, I did put a dash in it. Q Rock City. Oh, I don't understand it. Let me put a @ sign. This is bizarre. Okay, I'm gonna have to get this from you later. Q Rock, when you get time, email me your channel, your URL, so I can add you, because it's not letting me do it from here. I don't understand why. It's very frustrating. Very frustrating. So strange. Paste at. It should be @ something something something. It may not say Q Rock. Because remember when YouTube started going through, yes, Kimmel, you can be a mod. Let me put you in here. $19.70. What am I doing wrong? Okay, maybe I put one I too many. There you go. Okay, Kimmel, I got you as a mod. Baby, you didn't know you. What? What did I what? What did I do? Didn't know you was coming on this early. Love you, hi. Yeah, I decided to decided. You know what? I don't want to say the word. I don't want to say the word. Starts with re. I'm being a bit like that right now. I went early, honey. Just 30 minutes early. Okay, so Kimmel should be a mod now. I got to get Q Rock. Q Rock City. So when I can get that channel handle, I can put you on as a mod. I need people I can trust. So there you have it. Anyway, let me get started on talking about this issue here. There appears to be some new video footage out there. There appears to be, girl, listen, it wasn't geriatric I was thinking of. It was something else that might offend somebody. So I'm not going to say the re word, special. I'll just say special. But anyway, this content creator, I don't know what the name of this. Hold on a second. The name of this channel is Rage Day Pro. Range, RANGE Day Pro. He's actually got it on his t-shirt. Okay. Hey, Taryn. How you doing, sweetheart? Girl, we gotta talk. We gotta talk. But anyway, this channel is Range Day Pro. And as you can see, it says Kirk assassination. I don't call it an assassination. He wasn't a political figure. And he was just a person. Q Rock, thank you, my love, for joining the membership. Q Rock is a new member of Auntie Mickey's house. Welcome our kinfolk who's always been a kinfolk. You don't see your wrench yet, sweetheart, because I had to do it through YouTube. So once this live is over, it should work. But I had to go through YouTube Studio to do it. I don't know how to do it through StreamYard. StreamYard be giving me the blues. But it should be okay by tomorrow, Camille. Okay. Where was I? Okay. This guy has information here that I'm going to show to you. Mr. Phillips is the one that sent me this video. So, without further ado, let me get started on showing this to you. Now, I'm not usually one to play into conspiracy theories and whatnot, but this deserves some attention. I'll just put it like that. I'll make that bigger. And I'll turn down this dadgum music so y'all can hear it. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now have acquired proof that the FBI story whether knowingly or unknowingly. We're going to have an entire monologue and talk about a lot of these things after I show you this, but if you take nothing else away from this video, you need to see this. So this video was created by a friend of mine who is a Marine. You'll see him here at the end. This is the angle he is showing the shot coming from, showing where Charlie was sitting, and the angle of the shot, which will correspond with this video here.
Okay, so the interesting part is the friend that did this is a Marine. He's not just some regular, doohickey out there that is into a whole lot of stuff. Your crowns. So, when someone comes out with something like that, from the military especially, I consider that very credible information because, your average Joe Blow can't tell me nothing about forensics and trajectory of, the little things that go inside the pow-pows. We can't even say the word. It's stupid. Anyway, he actually did some diagramming here showing the trajectory of the thing that went through Charlie Kirk's neck that I can't call out for what its real name is. It's called a bullet. But anyway, YouTube will probably hit me for that. But anyway, I digress.
Circle the highlighted area right there, and you'll see the exit wound corresponding after, split second after, as it would from an entry exit wound. So in this footage, you can clearly see
the hole.
Charlie shot from his back right, and there's blood splatter coming out of the entry wound.
So y'all catch that? See, they tried to say, I'm going to back it up a little bit. They tried to say that it was down here. The entry wound was down here. I do trust you, Barbara. Stop. I do trust you. If you want to be a mod, I'd love to have you as a mod. But I was trying to get it working on YouTube, but I'll get you too. See, I'll get you too. I can't have too many mods though, because YouTube be tripping. If I have too many mods, they say it scares people off. So, Discerning 8 tell her, she know I trust her. Barbara's shoe, she's like my sister. So, right here, where you see my cursor, that's where the exit wound. That's where they actually tried to say was the entry wound, and that's not there yet. But I backed up the cursor a little bit so it would replay again so you can see the activity on this video. He'll do it again.
First arm is kind of down, as if it's just gushing out.
It hit his head down.
And then the second shot corresponds with when his head kind of snaps forward.
Yep.
That fluid then flips up in relation to that motion.
And now you got a hole in the neck. Now you get a hole in the neck after he does that. He's got a hole in the neck, but he his head went down like that, which, some might say, no, that wasn't it, because when somebody pows you, the body can sometimes go the opposite direction of the hit. Nope, not in this case. Not in this case.
See, there's that second splatter flipping up into the air.
Yep.
This is something that I hadn't seen to this date. I saw this for the first time late in the evening yesterday, and I decided that this needed to be put out immediately because no one that I know is talking about this. So big shout out to my friend who actually found this and created this video. You'll see him here in just a moment. But let's just one more time look at this shot. See, bullet comes in,
Mm-hmm.
that circle area, let the blood splatter go down, then up, and then immediately after, you see the exit right here, with the skin being pierced, and then the exit wound emerges. And again, that is not a far distance for a bullet to travel, whatever the caliber is, whether it be 5.56, 308, 30.6. It's not even a debate at this point. It doesn't matter what caliber hits them. What matters is that the official narrative is not true. Again, whether the FBI knows or not that they're lying, but this is 100% conclusive evidence.
Wow. Hi, Down South Stitcher. So isn't that something? What do you guys think about that? Because I know some of us don't believe that Tyler was the one. I can't stand the fact that YouTube. I thought this country was about freedom of speech, but I guess that doesn't apply to YouTube anyway. Many people don't think that that young man that's sitting in jail right now is the one that pulled the trigger. How about that? I think I said that right. And, many people take the word of the FBI. Hello, Marzella. How are you, my love? I see you down South Stitcher with them waves. But, we're expected to just take the word of the powers that be all the time. And it's videos like this that actually debunk some of the things that law enforcement, let's just say this. If there hadn't been somebody there with a phone when George Floyd was on the ground, what you think they would have said? What narrative do you think that law enforcement would have portrayed as to what happened to George Floyd? I'll wait. But because someone else was there, thank God for iPhones and Android phones. Thank God for them. Because that's the technology of today that is catching people in their shit. They're catching people in their lies every day. Oh, I didn't do this. I didn't do that. Nope. My camera says otherwise. Hi, LaWanda. How are you, sweetheart? So good to see you. And I can turn this up just a little bit. Okay. It'll be another whole scandal controversy if they got the wrong guy. Exactly, Fonda. Exactly. It's a crazy world we live. It's a crazy country we live in right now. No, Lawanda, you're not late. I came on early, and I just got started, sweetheart. So it's not you. It was me. I'm trying to go a little earlier now, so people can come in, get it over with, and have the rest of your evening to chill. Do whatever you want. Hi, Tracy. Yes, Tracy. I believe that. I really do. Thank you for saying that. Let me share that comment up here. Tracy says, hey, Auntie, I'm so glad you're showing this video. As I said, it's all theatrics. There is a bigger plan in plan. And I'm starting to believe that. Oh, okay, Barbara. Well, girl, I trust you. You know I trust you. Hello, Rose. How are you? Okay, Lawanda just came in from her Crime Watch meeting. Good for you, sweetheart. Good for you. So, I'm going to go ahead and play the rest of this video, but I was just curious what you guys think about this because, again, we are dealing with so many weird, very weird happenings these days. And I personally don't trust our system anymore. I don't trust law enforcement. I don't trust the FBI. I don't trust the White House. I don't trust a whole lot of people that are in office for us, that work for us. Because remember, we pay their check. Our taxes pay their check. And they richer than us. But it's crazy how something like this can be covered up, or at least they think it might be covered up. Let me go ahead.
All of the evidence points to Charlie being shot from his back right. Now, including this little blood splatter that we can see here against the white backdrop, the extreme hemorrhaging from the front of his neck, which again corresponds with an Epstein wound, the extreme loss of blood. No matter what the caliber is, that distance, that amount of meat is not enough for most bullets to expand. I mean, 99.9% of bullets will not expand in that short distance. Most of them require 12 to 14 to 16 inches even sometimes of tissue to expand properly. Also, Charlie tensing up correlates and proves that he was hit in his spine. The spinal injury, any of the game that I've shot in the neck or in the high vitals, when you impact the spine, the game usually drops right in its tracks because you sever the spinal cord. This is again exactly what we see with Charlie. He tenses up. His head movement also correlates with being shot in the back of the head. His head snaps.
Right.
When he tenses up and you see him fade away, drop the mic, and absolutely traumatizing video footage. And I'm sorry to have to show you guys this again, but this needs to be.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips, for the video. Thank you so much. Hi, Kathy Mitchell. It makes complete sense, doesn't it, Fonda? The trajectory that was shown in this video makes complete sense. And one thing that he didn't say, now, I realized that he went forward and notice his t-shirt went up like that. Just notice where the t-shirt goes. There's nothing in that t-shirt, no rip, no tear, no nothing. It's just, I don't know, if the trajectory made his head go down and it had come from this, that would have made his shirt go up and it would have went through his shirt. Hi, Lisa. I might be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But the bottom line is that this explanation makes a whole lot more sense than what we've been told by the authorities.
Have to show you guys this again, but this needs to be seen and talked about. This is going to be suppressed in the algorithm, so make sure you share this with any of your friends, your family members. Save this video, whatever you do. So this video was actually provided to the channel by a friend of mine who is a Marine, and I forgot to show you the end of the video here. So this is my friend who actually made the video. I want to just give him a shout out. I will link his social down in the description below. Again, he is the one who brought this to my attention. This is his video. He created this, did the drawings on it, and he sent it to me to allow me to use it to show you guys what we're talking about. So he said, I have been shot many times, 3 times to be exact, and I know exit and entry wounds. I have extensive firearms training inside the Marines and the civilian world as well. It appears that Charlie was shot in the back right side of his head, and the bullet exited through his neck. The moment I saw the video and he tensed up, I thought, that looks like a headshot given the fact that he seized up. It is very common. It is a very common occurrence with a headshot. So this dude, of all people, would know what an entry exit wound looks like on his own body.
I would think so.
In 4K HD, as they say.
I would think so. I mean, this gentleman, this guy that sent the video. Your screen keeps going black, Discerning Aid? Uh-oh. Anybody else's screen going black, y'all? Put a 1 in the chat if your screen keeps going black. I'm asking for a reason because we had a weird circumstance happen last week. Yes. This guy just said that YouTube is going to suppress this video. I keep getting kicked out. Wow. So, Fonda, are you got kicked out of YouTube? Out of the live stream? Okay, Dawn's screen is fine. Discerning 8 says I'm going to go out and come back. I'm wondering if they suspended my live again. Remember they did that last week when I was showing the pastors? Your screen is buffering. Oh boy. What you want to bet? I bet it stops when I stop this video. Okay, LaWanda. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it a little bit more. I can barely hear him speak. It's on as loud as it can go, sweetheart. Okay. Well, let me go ahead. He's just reading what we have on the screen here.
He's a super cool guy, so please go ahead and check him out. And I really appreciate him sending me this over because until he sent this to me, I just hadn't seen anything like it. Now, I wanted to be sure, and I wanted to make sure that wasn't like doctored footage. So I went to one of the original videos that I saw posted the day of Charlie's assassination. And right here I have a pause where you can see that splash that I'm talking about from the entry wound. And you can see it slowed down. This guy in this video is actually talking about the F and this on his shirt and the ring and some other stuff that really has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
He's talking about body armor. You can see Charlie's his nipples through his shirt, his chest, his breast.
Yeah, he don't have on no body armor.
No body armor on right now. Okay? So
no body armor. Yeah, just like he said. If you go up close to this t-shirt, you can see he doesn't have anything on under that t-shirt. But you see how that shirt goes up to his neck? It's up here. But there's no damage to the t-shirt at all. Taryn, girl, if you still in here, what you think about this? You got military training. If you still in here, why don't you give me your assessment on what the possibility of this is? If you still in here. Taryn is my best friend, you guys. T-Joy. When you guys see T-Joy. T-Joy Howard, that's my girl. She may have gone back. I'm just curious to get someone in the chat who has military background to get their take on this. Because this, like he said, this video is not really going around very much. Oh, okay, Fonda. Okay. So you went out and came back in, Fonda? It's because it very well could be Wi-Fi. You know, I just wanted to know if you exited, it let you back in, so they haven't shut down the live like they did before. But that's probably the case. Okay, Millionaire's Cove. That would be helpful. That would be real helpful. I like to get more than one opinion. Oh, okay, Fonda. You came back in. So you were able to get back in. I don't know what's going on with YouTube nowadays, but man. Yeah, I'm going to play some more of this.
so we're even established there's no body armor. So this is actual proof right here. You slowed this video down perfect. You see the blood right here dripping out of his head from the entry wound. And the bullet is coming from here down through here.
Yeah.
Right?
Ooh,
It's
Barbara.
not, in fact, doctored in any way. So you can see it here as well. A little piece down there, and it actually goes up a little bit off frame here from my screen recording. So you can see clearly entry, exit, and of course, Barbara, you can show that.
Oh man. So okay, Barbara, run out and get those. You know what? And I should still be here. Mr. Phillips says I am watching your Seahawks, Auntie. Go Hawks! Yay! Oh, the Hawks they ain't been right since Russell left and Marshawn. Yeah, especially Marshawn. Yeah. Oh, his necklace went up too. I didn't see the necklace. Let me see that discerning aid. Exactly, Barbara. That's it. They think they can keep us being that way. They not today.
So irrefutable evidence that he was shot in the back of the head. Clear as day to me. Now that may be a hard pill for a lot of you to swallow, and without doubt, the non-player characters who buy into the narrative, as well as the thousands and hundreds of thousands of bots, will likely attack me in this video because I'm showing the truth. I'm going to ask for you guys to share this video so that this word gets out, so that more people can see the truth of what happened to Charlie Kirk.
No, Fonda. I was never. I was never a Seahawks cheerleader. Hold on just a second. I don't know. Okay, I'm so sorry. That was one of my previous clients. Okay, looks like I might be getting another kid after all. Yes, real one. Yes, sweetheart. We're talking about Mr. Kirk. Let me go back and play some more of the video. Let's see. LaWanda said, Barbara, if I were there, friend, I would voluntarily buy you up. Oh my God. Okay, so yes, we real one. We're talking about Charlie Kirk, and this video shows information that it's possible that that young man that's sitting in jail is not the one that did it. So let's see. Mr. Phillips says, Auntie, I think that guy Tyler might get off because I believe they got the wrong, you know what, and the FBI is trying to change the narrative. Exactly. Well, when you got footage out there that kind of debunks what their initial, you know, it is what it is. I mean, experts in this field are saying otherwise. He said he definitely could be where he was, SHOT, from behind in the lower part of head or neck, and it exit through front neck. But there have been times where individuals have been really shot in neck. Yes, but from where that young man was versus where it came from behind, they're trying to say that it took front. It was in front of him. Went through and out this way. And even when you think about it, the trajectory was going upward. You know what I'm saying? And that young man wasn't behind. I mean, that building that he was standing on the roof, was it behind him? How would he see him? Oh, okay, down south Stitcher. Thank you. I mean, when you think about it, this, okay, he's in the front. That building that that young man was on top of, wasn't it facing Charlie Kirk? Put a one in the chat if that building was facing Charlie Kirk. Hi, Debbie Campbell. There's a second video out from a different angle that has been critically analyzed and comes to a different opinion than this one. Okay. Well, it's good to have, all different opinions and stuff. I'm not saying that this might be the case, but I just don't want to take one department's word for anything. Nowadays, I'm sorry, they lie. The blowout was in the front. They say that's the exit wound. Okay. Debbie Campbell, can you tell me where the second video is located? And who analyzed it? Because again, there's so many different opinions. And I'm not an expert. Most of us aren't experts, All we know is what we see and what we're told. But sometimes what we're told isn't always the truth. So I'm curious, Debbie, if you have any knowledge of where that other video is, I'd like to put that up here as well at another time. That's true, Millionaire's Cove. We may never know the truth. But I just find this to be very interesting. Let me go ahead and finish this one up, because we got other topics to talk about. But I just thought that this was really, really interesting. That was the one you showed. Okay. The one I previously showed, Fonda. If anyone is interested in viewing a comparison, a channel called Valhalla VFT, run by a former Green Beret, plays them and gives commentary. Okay, let me write that down, sweetheart. Valhalla. Oh, with one L. Valhalla VFT. Okay. I'll try to find it, sweetheart. I will definitely go check that out. Okay, sweetheart. You go ahead to your meeting. I'll be here, I think. There's a pic of a sniper behind him, camouflaged by a plant on top of the roof. Tracy says there's a pic of a sniper behind him, camouflaged by a plant on top of the roof. Okay, Taryn. I'll talk to you later because I want to talk to you about this too. Very interesting because you were expert in, you know, POW. You served in the military, so you know some stuff that some of us don't know. You have expertise. That's my girl. Just now with sec by sec footage of the strike. Okay. Sometimes these messages just kind of flow different, and I'm not sure which messages go to what. So Tracy said there's a pic of a sniper behind him camouflaged by a plant on top of the roof. Behind him, right, Tracy? If there's a sniper behind him camouflaged by a plant on top of the roof, that's behind him? So how did he get? Unless this was law enforcement that were protecting and failed, protecting the area. Maybe it was an officer or something. I'm just trying to be the devil's advocate. Nobody knows. I mean, like I said, I don't totally trust everything that we've been told about a lot of things. Not just this, but a lot of other things. We've got some real criminal activity going on in this country, and it goes from the White House on down. And I ain't afraid to say it. So if you can't trust what the president is talking about, how can you trust what anybody else says? You know what I'm saying?
I want to take a look at this photo next. This guy's talking about this bush up here.
Oh, he cracked his nails. I mean, knuckles.
And he's stating that it does look suspicious. It does look suspicious.
Oh, look at that.
Person right here, and it looks like there is a rifle right here that the person is holding. A hand here, a support hand, sort of. Very blurry image, but you can clearly make out this is not just a bush. This is a human skin tone right here, and this correlates with human head and hair, and a rifle in the exact kind of crucifix shape of an AR-15 with an optic on it, mounted up. So good on this dude for finding this photo and looking for, like you said, hours of going through photos and videos until he saw this.
That's crazy.
This would 100% line up with actual shot that we've now proven was not taken from the front, was taken from the back side of Charlie.
What do y'all think about that? Do you think that that's a credible observation? I mean, it is kind of blurry. Is that it, Tracy? Okay. That's wild. That's awfully wild. Wow. You gonna switch from tea to coffee, Fonda? You want me? Hey, I got some. You want to pour some of this? Uh, I didn't put the whole thing up on the screen. Pastor Cavassier. Yeah, bros. I mean, is it an illusion? Is it a credible? I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there that anything is possible nowadays. Yeah, that's not a plant. That was the person's clothes, it looked like. Everybody. Hey, Faith, how are you, sweetheart? It's just really, again, I'm trying to be fair and balanced. Fair and balanced. We've seen one aspect. This is another aspect. And it appears to be pretty credible. I mean, and under the circumstances from the climate of this country right now. Thank you, Q Rock. She is here. Faith, now we're all here. Yes, we are. But I'm just curious what you guys think of this. Is it possible? Is it AI? Is it a facade? Is it, you know, something misconstrued, a shadow of some kind? What are your thoughts on this? Okay, Debbie said, right now there is too much speculation, and even with experienced, knowledgeable people analyzing, public doesn't have all the info, nor should we. Okay, that's a fair assessment. That is a fair assessment. Here, let's finish this video.
line up exactly with that trajectory and that Charlie exhibited that we saw here on camera. So, guys, this is a very heavy topic. I do not want to believe that this is possible, that the FBI either knowingly or unknowingly missed this. And I'll leave it up for you guys to speculate on. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. All I know is that 100% Charlie was not shot from the front. It was very clear that he was shot from the side, most likely by this bush up here. This man in the bush, whatever you want to call him. It's been very clear to me that there has been a lot of NPCs, a lot of people going after me and others who are trying to seek out the truth. And it's so important to not let them silence your voice for Charlie, for this country, really, for the Constitution, for everything.
Hello, Lizzie Lopez. How are you, beautiful? Australia. Good morning, guys. Yes, good to see you, my love. Good to see you.
Stand for freedom. It is imperative that we continue to ask questions and seek the truth.
Yes.
Really being lied to. So I really appreciate all the support that you guys have shown me over the last week and trying to uncover the truth. And all I would ask is for you guys to share this video. Let me know about your thoughts down in the comments below. Please head to brainjinfo.com if you want to support the channel, check out our merch, all that good stuff. I love every single one of you guys. Crisis King, drink a lot of water, stay safe, stay dangerous, Brain Jinfo.
All right. Well, what y'all think about that? Lizzie says, Auntie Mickey, would I be able to get your email address, love? Yes. Dawn, can you put that in the chat for Lizzie, please? I'd appreciate it, love. Faith says, I don't know what's going on. I have not been on YouTube today. Were you not able to get on, Faith? Is everything okay? Or were you taking a break? Sometime we got to take a break. Okay. Thank you, Dawn. So, Lizzie, my moderator, put it in the chat for you. Okay, love? And thanks again, Dawn. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Lizzie. Oh boy, Faith, I know you've been busy. For you not to come on YouTube, you had to be busy. Oh my goodness. Okay, the next thing again, we can talk about this until we're blue in the face, but until they come out with some more evidence, we're going to be kind of in limbo in what it is. Mr. Phillips says, hey, did you hear about the 911 operator in Houston who hung up all caller is facing jail time over 1,000 callers? What? A 911 operator hung up? Well, that's grounds for termination right there. If they just hung up. That's crazy. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Which video am I going to show next? I try to keep them in a certain order. Oh, here we go. I'm sure you guys, I think it was y'all that told me about this yesterday. The attack at the ice place, the ice detention center in Dallas, which ironically is where my best friend lives in Dallas. Very interesting. So apparently, yesterday, a guy went into the ICE facility in Dallas, Texas, and he was on a mission. He was on a mission. He had a point to prove. Ain't that something? Now, I could tell you about it myself, but I do have MSNBC. Hi, Terry. How are you? I'm doing great. Good to see you, love. So, apparently, this individual. Well, first of all, one thing I wanted to point out. Oh, I didn't know about that one, Q Rock. Send me a video. Send me an email about that. Maybe we'll touch on it. Okay, what happened to my screen? It's tripping now. Ain't this a blip? Okay, this is not the business. It ain't even going nowhere. Lord have mercy. Okay. He was only in his 20s. You know, that is something crazy about what is it in the water with these kids? I still, I know a 20 something year old is not a kid, but it's a kid to me. Man. Well, this young man, he self deleted himself as well. And in the process of what he did, one is dead and two are injured. And all three of them were actually detainees, which he claims he wasn't there to hurt or harm. Okay, if I hit this X, okay, that did it. Um, Let me just pull up today's official update from MSNBC. They did a live this afternoon. Actually, it was 4 hours ago. And they were talking about just that, giving an update on what has happened as a result. How can you be a sniper in your 20s? Well, you know, the funny thing about that, LaWanda, is that now, in all fairness, with regard to Tyler's father, you know, a lot of people down south, especially Caucasian people, even, you know, depending on where you are down in the country and stuff, it is no big deal for uh, a father or a mother to have their kids involved in learning how to pow pow. Exactly, Faith. Exactly. Terry, I missed you, so I'm so glad to see you back. Thank you. And Q Rock said, Dr. Umar. You know, I thought of Dr. Umar when you brought that up earlier. The school scammer need more donation. He's always need more donations. Man, please, he gonna need some donations, all right, to pay for an attorney. He gonna need some money. So that doesn't surprise me one bit with his begging behind. Hi, Prophetic Proverbs. How are you, sweetheart? Good to see you. Yeah, Dr. Umar, bless his little heart. Biggest grifter online. Ain't got nan building, no school open. getting on here begging for money and being ungrateful to those that do ask or do send him money. Faith, I don't think he does. If he does, they're not open. Biggest grifter on the internet, and have the nerve to talk to the people that donate to him like they dirt. Oh, $10. You next time send me more than that. Who does that? That's just the most that's a very demonic spirit to me. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. You are grifting off of these people. You grifting off of black folks, off of their hard earned money, and you living on the high life. Yeah, the feds is on his butt. Okay, are you still waiting on that email, Lizzie? I think I saw it in the chat. Dawn put it in the chat. You got to scroll up. It's right between faith and faith. Yeah, Dawn posted it, Lizzie. So it's in the chat, sweetheart. Hi, Lisa Bruno. Okay, his school is closed. I don't think it ever opened, Millionaire's Cove. To be truthful about it, I don't think it ever opened. See, it was starting to get kind of funky, and he had to do something to show that, hey, I need this money because I need to do this, that, and this, that. And that was under duress because the IRS and stuff, the government is watching him. Yes, Q Rock, begging since 2015. If you really wanted to get a school open, it could have been done. You on here begging for all this money, but you taking, let me shut up. Let me shut up. I'll just say allegedly. Allegedly taking care of your mama with that money. Hi, Retretta. Hi, Auntie. How are you tonight? I am fine. Last night I was a bit under the pain. Doctor gave me new pain meds for shoulder, so I was asleep about 7. But I am here now. Glory. Glory. Yes. Hallelujah. It's good to see you, sweetheart. Okay, so that remind me of Reverend Ike. Back in the Mr. Phillips, you already know, Reverend Ike was no joke. That man was no joke. I seen a video talking about Reverend Ike and who else? Was it Creflo Dollar? And that there was another one that ripped off the Church of God in Christ, boy. Man. Oh, okay. Let's see. Millionaire's Cove says they say online school property in Wilmington, Delaware faced potential seizure and auction in late 2025 due to unpaid fees and utilities, a situation Dr. Johnson attributed to city targeting. No, that was not city targeting. You wasn't paying the bills. Just because you own the building does not mean that just because you're not using it, you don't have to pay to be there. Especially if you got lights turned on in there. I mean, fees and whatnot are attributable to the purchase of that vehicle, building. See, I'm retarded right now. But, oh yes, faith. Yeah, the churches. That's a whole different story. Q Rock. He said, I'm not a hoe. Not a hoe, oh, a 304. Hello, DJ Wilma. How are you, beautiful? But it's amazing. There's so many different types of grifters out there. And I guess today's grifter of the day would be Dr. Umar, even though I'm not even talking about him. Yes, he did, Faith. He got his hustle from the churches. Well, he got some of his hustle from that education he got too, you know. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I want you guys to see this update from MSNBC on the Dallas ICE facility shooting. It's just ironic to me that there's been three attacks this year on ICE facilities or detaining places. And if I'm not mistaken, all three are in Texas. Yes, he did, Mr. Phillips. He sure did get it. Them people sure enough gave it to him. Reverend Ike and Father Divine. I remember Father Divine too. Man, oh man. But when man gets it in his head that he's equal to God, they gonna do some stupid shit. Excuse my French. Anyway, let me get started. Yep, Reverend Ike was a pimp. But people liked him and gave him their I was a high school. I remember that crook. Okay, who is calling me? I'm about sick of these people. And why isn't my phone turning off? Dadgummit. I turned it off once. Okay, let's try this again. But yeah, we've got so many out there. Yeah, Trump is one of the biggest pimps out there. One of the biggest. Oh, you went to the store, Barbara? I know that's right. Okay, so let me share this screen for you, and you can catch a glimpse of this update on ICE. But it's just funny to me. I won't even say funny, but these attacks taking place, that especially the last two, both took place in Texas. Was it this last two or these last three? It just seems like they're all going down in Texas. Wow. Anyway, hold on just a second. Okay, move this over. All right. Y'all ready? Faith says, I remember Reverend Ike sending out the prayer cloth through the mail for a small donation. Yeah. Oh, what was that other dude that was, oh Lord, what was that dude's name? That preacher at 3 o'clock in the morning he would wake me up out of my sleep. And the Lord, what was his name? That prayer cloth used to clean my shoes. You know what? That ain't right. That ain't right. But what was that? What was that preacher's name that used to come on in the middle of the night? He used to scare me out of my sleep. He'd be talking all loud. I mean, low and the Lord screaming used to wake me up out of my sleep. Yes, on BET. I wish I remembered that man's name. I'm like, what are you doing, brother? The one with the handkerchief. The screaming preacher. Yes. Rod Parsley? Is that his name? No. Is it Rod? I thought Rod Parsley was white. Okay, honey, thank you. I can't remember that fool's name for nothing. Yes, that's true. That is true. Retretta, one of the states where a lot of the illegals entered. I have receipts from boots on the ground. I believe you. I really do. Yeah, I think Rod Parsley is the white guy. But nevertheless, I mean, it's hard out there for a pimp. That's all I can say. Hello, Terry Abbott. How are you, sweetie? 1:52 a.m. in England. Wow, that is so awesome. I am being viewed in England. I feel so special. No, he was from Kojic, baby. What was the screaming preacher's name? Now you should know. He'll send you a blessed handkerchief. What was his name? The one that used to go, and the Lord. And I'd be sleeping. I'd wake up looking around at somebody in the house. And he was on TV on BET. Kearney Thomas. Thank you. Kearney Thomas. Where's old Kearney at now? Oh, Lord, Peter Popoff. These names, though. You don't remember his name, honey? Oh, man. Well, okay, Lily said his name is Kearney Thomas. I'm willing to bet it is. Retretta said Peter Popoff. Now, isn't Peter Popoff a white guy? I thought Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Oh, Jesus, help me, Lord. Peter Popoff. Yes, Popoff. Is Peter Popoff a white guy? I thought Peter Popoff was a white guy. Yes, this guy is not white though. This is a brother. How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pop off and pick? Peter Popoff is not the guy I'm thinking of, Mr. Phillips. The person I'm thinking about is a brother. Okay? The one I'm thinking of was black. And I cannot remember. Okay, I think somebody did give me his name. It was let's see, what I just seen it. Kearney Thomas. Somebody do a search on Kearney Thomas. Kearney Thomas. Thomas. Because Peter Popoff is not who I'm talking about. This dude was a tall black dude. Used to crack me up. Rudy, no, that's Dolomite, Fonda. Dolomite, that's Rudy Ray Moore. That's Dolomite. Cleo Dollar. No, it wasn't Dollar Bill. It wasn't Dollar Bill. All of them don't do nothing but holler in the pulpit. Oh, Jesus. Lord, forgive us. But it's true. He is black over a Pentecostal church. I'm pretty sure he is. Magic Don Juan. Oh my God, y'all gonna make me choke. Reverend Hopper. Is it Hooper? Reverend Hooper. Was he a hooper? Y'all gonna get in trouble. We going to hell. We gotta be careful. Kearney Thomas. I'm pretty sure it's Kearney Thomas. Okay, so I'm gonna look him up while I play this video. Yes, Peter Popoff is not a real name preacher, and he's white. Yeah, this is not the guy I'm talking about, though. But the bottom line, I don't even remember what the bottom line is. What made me get on that subject? Uh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, um, Faith, I ain't tripping. I am not tripping. Telling the truth, there's ain't nothing wrong with telling the truth. Pop off is vodka. Y'all stop. Hello, Yolanda. How you doing, sweetheart? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start this video. This is an update on the most recent ICE attack in Dallas at the ICE detention center in Dallas. Okay. Maybe if I shared my screen first. Okay, let me rewind this a little bit. Okay, y'all see it up there. There we go. Okay, it is Kearney. It's Kearney. Good old Kearney Thomas. Kearney Thomas, the funny screaming pastor. Kearney Thomas. Okay, here go here go Kearney. Let me turn this up.
You need to get this DVD and like, God bless you right now. Elbow kosha. Oh, I'm excited. Ikoba shadalobo kosha. It's healing your body right now.
Ooh-wee. Oh, Jesus. Hey, Anthony. Oh, no, Retretta. Are you sure it wasn't Kearney? Are you buffering because of Kearney? He had his, what was it? His prayer cloth. Was it no? Let me start this over. Personal prayer package. He found this says, okay, what was that? No sound? Q Rock, don't tell me you don't have no sound. Oh my God. Don't tell me you don't have no sound. I got to play Kearney for you again, Q Rock. Let me see if I can rewind this.
brother who loves God, you need to get this DVD and like, God bless you right now. Oh, I'm excited. Is healing your body right now. Move that back around now and tell me how it feels.
Yeah, I feel the pain. It's all cracking bones noise.
It's cracking bones. Can you feel any different at all right now?
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, listen, you know what I'm going to do? Pastor Jackson, I know you got your information. I'm going to send something special in the mail to you that's going to help destroy that generational curse off. Where you hurt? I got 2 bad knees and my God, I feel.
Wait.
You got what now? 2 bad knees in my back. Is it hurting now? Yes. You can feel the pain.
I need to call him too.
You sure? Look for the pain now. Come on, somebody. Give God some praise with us here tonight. God just healed this woman. God just walked on.
Okay. I can't take no more. I can't. In the name of Jesus, I can't. Is he still living? I think he is. I'm sure he got a bad throat by now. Auntie, I know I didn't watch someone screaming like that, not even long enough to remember. He sounds like the devil. Retread 3 a.m. 3 a.m. That's all I can tell you. 3 a.m. BET. If you was asleep, you was going to wake up if your TV was on. Yes. Kearney Thomas' greatest moments. Ain't that something? That's too much screaming for me. But anyway, getting back to our subject at hand. This lady is talking about what went down in Dallas at the ICE detention center. This young man, bless his heart, he's gone. He self-deleted himself. So his name was Joshua Jahn, Jahn, I believe. Okay, hold on a second, Barbara. Hold on. Mr. Let Go got a video out where he slowed it down and Charlie had a white t-shirt with no blood and no freedom written on it. And that's who they carried out. Okay. Yeah, I'll get back to that one. I'm kind of done with that subject for now. But I will definitely look at that tonight. I did, Kathy. I'm sorry I started it. The snakes bit him. Where was Benny Hinn? Because he was trying to knock that woman down and she wasn't falling. If Benny Hinn would have been there, he would have just blew on him. I called him the blow me down man. How you gonna blow on people and they all fall out? Come on now. Come on. Quit playing. Quit playing with God's people. But just, and a lot of these folks that goes to church, they say amen to everything. They'll fall out over everything. And that's all I'm going to say about that. God knows. Anyway, this gentleman apparently was seen at about 3 a.m. in his car in that area with a long ladder on the top of his vehicle. So that's kind of what drew attention to him. But I just noticed that a lot of this stuff is going on in Texas. So, they're gonna have to do something about security. Security! Fix it, people. Fix it. Uh-oh. No sound? Whoa. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, what in the world is going on here? The volume is turned up all the way. That's what I get for making fun of the screaming preacher man. Okay, oh wait, no sound at all? Or is it just real low? Okay, let me try playing her again. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn off the music too. Maybe that's causing some kind of interference. Okay, now tell me, I'm going to start it up again. Tell me if there's any sound. Y'all hear that? Okay, apparently this video, yeah, you can hear me Retretta, but nobody's hearing the video. This woman talking. So, let me see. One more thing. If I can't fix it, then, oh well. Ain't nothing I can really do about it. I'll hit the like button in the process. How about that? Okay, y'all see? Wait. This is BS. Okay, I'll just read what I have. Miss me on that. Um, Basically, what she said was that the suspect was seen with a large ladder on his car. Okay, and that pretty much alerted them to something going on with this guy. So by 6:30 a.m. Now this was at 3 a.m. when they seen the car with the ladder on it, but nobody bothered to pay attention to what he was doing with that ladder, because at 6:30 a.m. he starts pow-powing from the rooftop, and he had anti-ice etched in on the bullets. Search warrants of Sniper's residence resulted in several loose notes, and one stated, yes, it was me. It was just me. So he pretty much admitted to being the only one. Retretta says, Auntie, again, the Weather Channel says hurricane is forming. What part of the country are these people living? They're in Texas. But this video is not a live video. This is a video from YouTube. So, most loose notes revealed his game plan. He referred to ICE employees as people showing up to collect a dirty paycheck. And he wrote that he wanted to maximize lethality against ICE personnel specifically, and to maximize property damage to the facility. He intended to minimize any collateral damage or injury to the detainees or any other innocent people in the area. He apparently didn't intend to kill. I'm sorry, blurt out that last word. I hear sound, you Auntie Mickey. You hear me? You hear me, Lizzie? Okay. He apparently didn't intend to unalive any of the detainees or harm them, but he did. So there's two more ICE attacks, though, that, There seems to be a pattern going on here. ICE attacks. There was an ICE attack on July 4th. Okay, July 4th in Prairie, which was by Alvarado, Texas. 11 are charged. I believe it's 12 now, but 11 were charged. An officer was pow-powed in the neck during this ambush. Okay, Retretta. Okay. Can the rest of you guys hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. The video, I just got rid of it because nobody could hear it. So I'm just reading myself. I have a brief synopsis I wrote out. Okay. Okay, Retretta. All right, Fonda. Thank you. Okay, wonderful. So, where was I? Okay, so an officer was pow-powed in the neck during this ambush on July 4th in Alvarado, Texas, which was also at an ICE detainee's place. 10 to 12 individuals were in military-style clothing and fired fireworks to lure officers out of the facility, while there was a gunman in the woods who shot at the Alvarado police officer. So there was one officer that was actually pow-powed in the neck, but he did survive. And then on August 25th, Bratton Dean Wilkinson pretended to have a bomb at the Dallas ICE facility. It turned out to be a hoax, of course. But there seems to be a pattern of people going up against ICE. Right. Well, Faith, I didn't download the video. I was playing it directly from YouTube, like the others, because it takes a lot of time to download all these videos and storage space. So, some of these videos, they're just, you can't hear them over the computer, I guess. I don't know. Everybody else's video plays fine. But I've had instances in the past where I'm playing a video. I can hear it fine in my ears, but y'all can't hear it. So when that happens, I'm not going to go through all these changes. So thank God I had a narrative written out. But God heard me. Oh my God. But yeah, there will be further updates tomorrow. I'll put it like that. So, let's see. Y'all know Jimmy Kimmel's back, right? Jimmy Kimmel was, y'all hear my paper? I got notes. Oh my goodness. Brendan Carr, chairman of the FCC Federal Communications Commission and the FCC's general counsel, he's the one who pressured Disney to suspend Jimmy Kimmel for comments that he made about Trump. And apparently, Brendan Carr is very far right, and he doesn't have a problem telling everybody how far right he is, even though the position that he holds with the FCC is supposed to be unbiased. It's an independent agency that's neither left or right. But he's the one that wrote the chapter about the FCC on Project 2025. Make that make sense. But he's definitely on the right. And he's good friends with Elon Musk. He doesn't hide what his political preferences are. And actually allowed the purchase of X by his friend Elon. Now, Elon has the ability to control X's algorithm. And that's quite interesting coming from someone who in the case of Brendan Carr, again, FCC is supposed to be unbiased politically. They're not supposed to take a political stand. I saw that, Barbara. Thank you. So I thought it might be kind of cute for y'all to see Jimmy Kimmel's little monologue that he, the screaming preacher just popped up on my screen. Okay. Well, that went bad. Hold on a second. Struggle streaming. Okay. Let me do this. Okay. Now this better work, or else I'm going to scream like that preacher. We don't want that. Okay, here we go. The key is sticking, Mr. Phillips. Right, retread. Oh, he was indicted today. I saw that they were days away from it. Yeah, Faith, I agree with you there. Let me go ahead and play this. All that screaming inside. I done screamed enough for that preacher. So. Yeah, I haven't either, but I just wanted to show his monologue because he had quite a bit of relevant things to say, considering Disney was the ones that were pressured by Brendan, what's his face? Brendan Carr, to suspend him. And that was actually it was outside of the First Amendment right of freedom of speech. And because this man is the head of the FCC, he was actually out of line because that's not his job to control somebody telling jokes on someone who clearly is an open target for some of the biggest jokes in history. Oh. Miss Q Rock, I remember that. I remember when Bush did that to Dan Rather. And didn't he have to backpedal off of that? He was imposing on that man's freedom of speech, even though he was an anchor man. He was supposed to be giving commentary to the world, pretty much, or to our country on the news. But sometimes some of these presidents, they get their feelings hurt. And in Trump's case, of course, he's always getting his little feelings hurt. I mean, nobody ever stopped Johnny Carson from telling jokes about Gerald Ford, Richard Nixon. Oh yeah. Wait till Steve Harvey. Okay, that's another topic for another day. Ooh-wee. Hi, Tropical Life. How are you? Welcome to the live, sweetheart. Q-Rock, you said sad. No, they fired him. They fired who, sweetheart? Or am I being geriatric and I'm answering the wrong question? Or replying to the wrong post? They're going after freedom of speech. Absolutely. And the Voting Act. It is not a right. It is an act. Okay. Sad. No, they fired him. Who'd they fire, hun? Mark Cuban put Dan on his net. Oh, okay. So Dan Rather did get fired. They just didn't raise enough hell about it. Yeah, I believe that. But he didn't really get fired. He was suspended. There's a difference because if he was fired, Jimmy Kimmel probably would have filed a lawsuit. It wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, they need to leave freedom of speech alone. They tried to censure uh, Umar Ilian the other day, and actually 4 Republicans voted with the rest of the Democrats to table that censorship. They said nope, because that's going to bring up a freedom of speech situation. Yeah. Yeah, Seattle. He worked in Seattle. Never seen him in Seattle. But oh well, I don't watch him much now. Camille says, well, I know Lunell is happy he's back. She has a residency she is on his show Sunday night and Monday night. Okay, Lunell, you go, girl. Bless her heart. I haven't seen Lunell in quite a while. Cosell was fired on the same thing. They didn't fire him for some of the things he said about Ali, though. Ooh, Howard Cosell was fired on the same thing. Now that I didn't know, Mr. Phillips. That's new to me. That's new to me. Howard Cosell and his funny toupee. Now that I think about it, you think Trump borrowed Howard Cosell's toupee and just colored it? Is that really Trump's hair? I'm just asking. It's definitely not Howard Cosell's skin tone, but Howard Cosell wore a mean toupee. This is Howard Cosell, ringside with the champ. Howard Cosell, yep. Wow. Yeah, he like Q-Rock when Reagan was president. It was bad, selling you know what and welfare. Fonda says it was a high and tight page boy. Oh my God. Wow. Well, again, this is just a long line of manipulation on freedom of speech. I was not aware of Arsenio Hall getting cut off the air too because of that reason. And they loved Arsenio. He was bringing in all the young people late at night. So I guess we don't have the freedom they. Well, I mean, here on YouTube, I gotta be careful some of the stuff I say. I'm like, these are words in the dictionary. Come on, man. Yeah, Cruz is something else. And for Cruz to side with this man, Jimmy Kimmel, is saying a lot. He went against his own party to basically stand up for freedom of speech. Because if he loses his freedom of speech, he won't get to cap on nobody either. So, Arsenio wouldn't apologize to get his job back. Well, hallelujah, Arsenio. He stood up for something. That's saying a lot. As a black man, first black late night talk show host, and his show took off because, like I said, he had a big, huge, young following. I hear you, Fonda. I definitely hear you on that one. You got to be careful. Oh, Mr. Phillips. Okay, I didn't see that. Mr. Phillips, he had Minister Louis Farrakhan on there. Didn't I remember that too. So is that why they booted him off for a minute? Right. Q-Rock said Cosell called a player a monkey? What? Him of all people? Looking like the son of a scallywag. Lord, please. I know he ain't calling nobody out of their name. But now him and Muhammad Ali, they had a very funny relationship. it was, almost playful to a certain degree on camera, but they were actually friends. Right, he had Louis Farrakhan. Yep. Wow. Boy, have times changed. We haven't had a late night one since, have we? Wonder why. Finds out it wasn't him. I mean, just allegedly. Let's just put that out there. Allegedly. Okay. Retreader says, Auntie, did you know Omar married her brother Tobacco? Whose brother? You said, did you know Omar married her brother? You talking about Congressman? Wait a minute. Because they're, okay, I'm confused now. Okay, I'm thinking of Umar, and this is Omar. So you're talking about the congresswoman, or she married her brother? Ugh. Ugh. That's nasty. That is so nasty. And then turned around and married the white man because her brother's marriage was illegitimate. Well, I would think so. Absolutely, Millionaires Cove. You see what's happening? They didn't bring him back because of freedom of speech. No, they was losing viewers. They were losing viewers. And with viewers, advertisers. With advertisers, money. It all comes back to that mighty dollar. Issue that directly impacts YouTube, because Brendan Carr has mentioned going after Google. He's gone out there publicly to say that now he's going to go after Google. And guess who owns YouTube? Google. So, Jimmy Kimmel mentioned something about podcasts and whatnot. Okay. And the reason there's a concern is content creators such as myself. I'm just a small one. They ain't looking at me, but look at some of these big ones that are out there, big platforms like Don Lemon, Tisa Tells, you name it, the big ones that's bringing in the big bucks. If they target Google, and Google in turn, since they own YouTube, starts limiting, which they already are, if you really want to be real about it. If they're going to start controlling freedom of speech from your everyday content creator, what do you think that's going to do to us? Those of us that are content creators on YouTube. I'm just saying. So, apparently he's back. I'm sure he's going to tread lightly regardless, because they're definitely looking at him. Millionaires Cove said they shut her down. Who did they shut down, sweetheart? You out of here, Lizzie? You have a wonderful evening, my love. Okay, Jay Breezy said, yeah, it got taken down. Oh. Who did they shut down? Let me go back because this chat is moving faster than me. Okay. Let me finish this video. Okay, Retreader, you said that your screen is taken down. Screen is set unavailable. Did something happen, y'all? Okay. I see what's happening. I'm gonna end this right here. They just did exactly what they did. Yeah, I think they did, Millionaires Cove. They took it down the same way they did that preacher's video. Whatever happened to fair use? That's interesting. Well, I took the video down, so hold on just a second. Hold on. Let me turn this music back on for a second. And let me see if I can find it in YouTube Studio. Isn't that crazy, Jay Breezy? So much for freedom of speech. Never ceases to amaze me. Exactly. But these aren't people. These aren't even people watching. These are bots. So let me change something here. This is some bullshit. I'm going to change this to private. Because all they're going to do is demonetize it. Okay, hey auntie, that remind me of my casino videos. They gave me a strike last week. What, Mr. Phillips? It had to be the Kimmel video. But the thing is that I wasn't just running it through. They only do that when you just let it run and don't stop it and make commentary on it and stuff. Wow. Troll alert. Okay, Lizzie, you see him? You see the trolls, Lizzie? Hi, Kathy. You're back. Okay, let me go up. Hi, Lisa Bruno. Fonda, you crazy. You a bad mother. Shut your mouth. That is really strange. Wow, that is really crazy. Well, they pretty much shut that one down as if I care about that video. Yeah. So, there is more than one way to skin a cat. We done seen most of it anyway. I'm going to still talk about it. So, basically, we all know that Disney was pressured to take ABC's Jimmy Kimmel show down. They actually suspended him. They didn't kick him off permanently. But what they were doing was punishing him for recent comments he made about the reaction to Charlie Kirk's unaliving, in essence. But we all also know that Trump can't take a joke. No, it's not the name, Diane. It's not the Kirk name. It's definitely not the Kirk name. But it's about freedom of speech. And maybe they don't want nobody hearing about that. That video has been seen all over the place. And it was not being viewed here on this channel just straight through. I was giving commentary on it. So for them to take that down, I question. But that's not the first time they've done that. They did that last week. No, Fonda's not a troll. I don't think Lizzie was. I think she's advising Fonda. Because Fonda Gabriel is not a troll, Lizzie. She's one of my regular subscribers, sweetheart. Yeah, Fonda is kinfolk in here. No. Fonda is definitely not a troll. But hey, I'm going to share one more piece of information with you before I go. They did that to Mr. Let Go, so he used code words like IHOP for the country that starts with I. Okay, so maybe it was something I said. Either way it goes, I went in and put it on private. Yeah, Lizzie, I'm sure you probably don't know everybody in here, but everybody in here is family. So there's no trolls in here, at least none in the chat. Now, what's sitting out there in them bushes is another story. I don't know what's sitting out there in them bushes. It says, Auntie Mickey, you are a bad mother. Yeah, she was quoting from a movie, Lizzie. That's from a song called Shaft. Hi, Lady Letitia. How are you, sweetheart? So, Lizzie, she wasn't calling me a bad mother. She was saying, Auntie Mickey, you're a bad mother. Shut your mouth. That's a song. It's called Shaft. It was the scream. Oh, Lizzie, I love you. Hi, lady. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that was that was a soundtrack to a movie back in school, when we were in school, called Shaft. And yeah, it's okay, sweetheart. Lizzie, Lizzie, do you live in another country, or are you here in the U.S.? Yes, I agree with that Millionaire's Code. It's kind of weird for them to take that video down when it's just good grief. Panties all up in a bunch. It's just Jimmy Kimmel. Okay, Lizzie, that explains it. Lizzie lives in Australia, so she probably wouldn't be privy to John Shaft. Da-da-da, 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 da. Da-da-da, 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 da. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's electric slide. It's just a cultural thing, sweetheart. But look, Lizzie had my back, y'all. Hey, y'all better leave Lizzie alone, because she had my back. She was looking out for me. She was looking out for me, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you, Lizzie. God bless you, sweetheart. Now, for the last thing I'm going to put up on this screen, go back to the Shaft name. I don't think so, Faith. I really don't. I really don't think so. And if they do, all they gonna do, well, no, because it's in the chat. The only thing I could really do is if it has a video attached to it, I can I can clip out that part of the video out of my live, and then they'll remonetize it. But that demonetizes the video as it's going live at this time. So, if nothing would have happened, the monetization would have started from the time that the live started, because I always do that in advance. Yeah, that's understandable, Fonda. That's understandable. But hey, let me show y'all this picture real quick before we get up out of here. These two jokers here. I know you guys know about this statue. I know y'all know about this statue. Oh my goodness. Y'all see this? Let me pull this down a little bit. There we go. Big old backdrop of the White House. That's Donald Trump and Epstein. Somebody resurrected a statue. A statue on the National Mall with the Capitol in the background. Somebody took a photograph of it and put it on. Put it in the paper. Oh my goodness. So, since it's not a video, I can read it to you. An impromptu statue of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein holding hands was unceremoniously removed from the National Mall in Washington just a day after a group of anonymous artists erected it there. The Mac. Oh my God, the Mac. Man, don't get me started on them old blaxploitation movies. You know my daddy used to drop me off every Saturday. I'd go watch Bruce Lee. What was it? I can't say the name of the movie. Ninja Charlie. You remember Ninja Charlie? I didn't say the actual word because the name of the movie was something else. Yes, Epstein was a pimp. Mr. Phillips. Let me put my camera back on. But the piece showed the president and the late convicted, offender, who were friends in the past, looking joyful together with wide grins and feet kicked back. A plaque stated that it was built in honor of Friendship Month. We celebrate the long-lasting bond between President Donald J. Trump and his closest friend, Jeffrey Epstein. The accompanying text stated, the secret handshake the group had created, the art, had obtained a permit that allowed it to keep the statue displayed in the Capitol until 8 p.m. on Sunday. But the National Park Service, the federal agency that oversees the area, removed the statue because it was not compliant with the permit issued. Imagine that. Elizabeth Peace, a spokesperson for Department of the Interior, said to CNN. Yeah, it probably was millionaires. At this point, I don't give a fuck, okay? Anyway, Trump, who usually is adept at shaking free of any scandal, has not been able to temper the widespread curiosity and also anger from some on the right over the administration not disclosing the so-called Epstein files. All the material the authorities have on the business dealings, crimes, and investigations into same regarding the New York financier who deleted himself in jail while awaiting, that's a lie. Anyway, in jail while awaiting federal trial in 2019 on SMEX trafficking offenses. His accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell. What kind of name is Ghislaine Maxwell? Anyway, is serving a long prison sentence. A secret handshake artist who identified himself as Patrick but would not provide his full name to The Guardian said in a telephone interview that the group built the Trump Epstein statue to honor the one and only true friend Donald Trump seems to have in his life. Yes. So in 2002, Trump told New York Magazine that Epstein was a terrific guy. Terrific guy. How about that? And a lot of fun to be with, but has repeatedly said in recent times that the two fell out long ago. The White House has called Epstein a creep. Epstein also told the journalist Michael Wolff that he was Trump's closest friend for 10 years. Trump recently said he was not a fan of Epstein and that he stopped talking to him because Epstein stole people that worked for me. Stole him how? Took him to your island? Is that it? Okay, stole people from him. That didn't sit well right now. Okay, Patrick said he was confused by the authorities' decision to remove the statue. The Trump administration has mostly been all about rebuilding statues that have already been torn down of Confederate generals and other racist tropes and figures from the past. He said, I would argue that Trump is a racist figure from the past. So why would you tear that down? In a statement to the New York Times, the White House said Democrats, the media, and the organization that's wasting their money on this statue knew about Epstein and his victims for years and did nothing to help them while President Trump was calling for transparency and is now delivering on it with thousands of pages of documents. Have y'all seen them documents yet? I'm waiting for them to come out. Anybody seen them? I'm waiting for... Wasn't his name in them books and stuff? Okay. No. Okay. At this unsettling time, we hope you appreciate this article. How about this? You like this? We hope you appreciate this article. Before you close this tab, we want to ask if you could support The Guardian. No. Okay, so with that said, boom. I'm done. Before they take that down too. So, as I was saying, yes, the video of Jimmy Kimmel is probably what they're tripping about. I don't understand why, but I will end up, if that's the case, I will end up deleting that video out of the live. Exactly, Kathy. But you know, this whole investigation into Jeffrey Epstein is one big cluster. Ugh. Because somebody's name is in there too many times. We already see the play. But anywho, I'm out, y'all. I'm out. I gotta go find me something to eat before I pass out. Okay? I'm so glad you guys came by and hung out with me this evening. I started early so I could get out of here early. And look at what time it is. It's 7:05 my time. Kathy Mitchell, I'm no victim. You guys was funny. But anyway, I'm going to shut this live down, y'all. But make sure that you hit the like button before you leave. And send you a plate. I gotta look for a plate, Mr. Phillips. I think I got some ribs in the oven. I think I do. I will, Jay Breezy. You guys have a wonderful evening as well. I love you guys. Lady Letitia, if you still in here, I love you. And I will see you soon. You guys take care. Love y'all. Bye-bye.
Hey Mickey, Mickey, hey Mickey. Oh Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Oh Mickey, you're so fine, you. Oh Mickey, you're so fine.
Hit the like button, it don't cost you nothing.